As a brand new aunt again, I am very well aware that a baby's birth is one of life's most special events. However, this is scary. Maternal risks in the United States are on the rise. Dr. Daniel Wagner is the Chief of Obstetrics and Gynecology at St. Luke's Hospital, and he is here today to talk about how women can help themselves have a healthy pregnancy. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Before we start all of this, I want to ask you the question I asked you off camera. How many babies have you delivered in your career?
Over 5,000 now.
That's more people than in my hometown. So wow, you just delivered my hometown. That's incredible. What are some of, though, you would say, the common health risks right now in pregnancy?
There's a couple of risks that we see real commonly in pregnancy. And the first is really high blood pressure, something we call preeclampsia. And it's extremely common, really first-time moms, or really in any pregnancy as they get up to that last couple weeks of pregnancy. Really, we see about 1 in 4 women with their pregnancy will have this high blood pressure issue. The second one we see is diabetes of pregnancy, pregnancy-induced diabetes. And that's one of the health risks that we see regularly and have to deal with. And lastly, one of our big issues these days is excess weight gain. Moms are gaining too much weight, which is leading to health risks during their pregnancy.
And before we ever get to the pregnancy, many women my age want to make sure they are healthy before they ever start trying to get pregnant. What would you say about that?
Well, if a woman's planning on getting pregnant, really she should just start taking care of herself, making healthy choices. And it's really simple answers, eating a healthy diet, getting regular adequate exercise, and actually starting a prenatal vitamin. We know that if you take a prenatal vitamin while you're trying to get pregnant, it's better for mom and the baby. And some of the other obvious ones, if you're a smoker, you really need to stop smoking. Limit your alcohol intake. And then, of course, when you get pregnant, we prefer you don't drink while you're pregnant. And then lastly, a lot of women are coming in with medical conditions, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart, lung, kidney disease already. And so if they're taking prescription medicine, they should really check with their doctor and make sure they're on the lowest effective dose and that the medicine's actually safe to take during their pregnancy. So those are things you can do beforehand to optimize your results.
Are there any specific things, though, that are causing the spike in these maternal risks?
Yes, we're seeing things in the United States. There's a couple of things. First of all, in the U.S., our mothers are getting pregnant later in life than they used to. We call it advancing maternal age. And this is contributing to a lot of the troubles that we see. Moms are having their first babies later in life, and then if they're having their first baby later, they're having their last baby much later in life. And we know that if a woman's over 35, she's 3 to 4 times more likely to have complications than if she were under 25. Those maternal risks that I talked about earlier, the diabetes, the high blood pressure, heart, kidney disease, those all come with them and those add complications. And then the excess weight gain we talked about too. And if mothers start their pregnancy before with more weight than they should, and they gain more weight than they should, this leads to complications during pregnancy, delivery, and even postpartum. So those are 2 big areas.
There's so many things to talk about. You make it very comfortable. And if you or a woman close to you is thinking about maybe getting pregnant, have her contact St. Luke's. They have an amazing birth care center over there, beautiful birth care suites. All you have to do is visit stluke's-stl.com or call the number on your screen, 314-205-6385. Matt, I think you and your family know a couple things about
been through it once or
childbirth.
twice, yeah. And you know, my wife and I joke that we're both kind of in that advanced maternal and paternal age now, but it's amazing how they really stay on top of that. And
what is advanced paternal age? What are you even talking about?
Well, it's usually for the women, obviously,
Right.
but
Yes.
I'm right there with her. So thank you guys, good insight. Still so